What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the weekly recap. This is the week 4 edition. I know you see this team on my head. People are going to say Daniel Jones sucks, and although I think he had a really fucking bad game, like horrible game, don't get me wrong. The offensive line let him get sacked 10 times in one fucking game. So he throws a pick six where he just rushes his raid because he has no fucking time. We lose our all pro tackle. We have a makeshift center, Shane LeMahieu, playing center all game. He's never played center in his life. And Evan Neal, a first round pick, right tackle that we're playing, is having struggles of the cinch. So Daniel Jones is still going to be on my fantasy team. But wow. Wow, do I regret that. You know, every time I ever usually bet on the Giants, it's gone poorly. I had Odell Beckham one time, and that was it. I'm never getting another Giant again. Like I said, though, everyone, welcome back to the fucking weekly recap. This is the week 4 edition, and let's just get right into it. I'm a little down from the Giants still, and I'm looking at 12 hours later, so that's funny. I've been a little busy, have not been able to see these projections, so let's see who they have in top 6. Um, Phil, Finn, Mark, Mateo, Brian, and me. They put me up there. Wait, bro, they had not been respecting me at all. Preseason, clearly you saw they had me 11. I've been keeping track of where they put me throughout the other recaps. I started at 11, then to 9. I went up 3 after losing week 1, sure. Then I lost week 2. Going into week 2. So then they put me to 12. Then they put me to 10. And then now I'm up to 6. Okay, so in 2 weeks I've gone up 6 positions. I think there's a fuck ton of 2-2 teams. I think there's 6 of us, and there's 3 3-1s. So that's 9 of the league. Holy shit. So yeah, they have 3 people that are 2-2 that are not in there, is what I'm noticing. And those 3 people are who's 7? Devin, 8. The fuck is 8? Vinny, and 9. Tony. So those guys are 2-2 teams, and they have you not in there. I wonder if it's just as bare bone as points for, but I'd rather just keep track of it than actually find out what goes into this. Let's get to the recap, though, boys, shall we? My matchup was very uneventful. Now, to be completely honest, there's not many people I'm really like very disappointed with. When you play fantasy and you realize that your kicker and defense, who like are kind of offhanded positions that you play, you're just like willing to stream those every week. When they have a bad game, the rest of your team has to do like really fucking well. And Tutu, Waller, and Ford like don't have the greatest games. Ford still gets like 5 catches because the rookie just kept dumping shit off to him. But yeah, 89 from getting a Pacheco score and a Purdy score like I did is a little surprising. I understand that both my receivers underperformed technically, but combined for like 23, like I don't think that's bad. What helps me in this win is Tony putting up 45, man. Tony another record bad week. I don't know if Ty Chandler played at all. There's definitely better options he could have ran. But yeah, Tony just put up an absolute stinker. He put up 45, and his defense gave him negative points. You could have started me back there and get literally more points. Um, you know, I have an idea for Tony. I'll discuss that after the recap. But not really that good of a win for me. Um, I need better defense and kicker starts apparently. Darren Waller is on my last nerve. The New York Football Giants are on my last nerve, as you guys know. So, moving on. Brian records an L, scoring 133. Because Phil, fucking juggernaut, has scored 136. David Montgomery comes back and has what felt like 4 touchdowns. Did he? He had 3. He went the fuck off though. Justin Jefferson, this is kind of what he does. Like, he was a 1-1 for a reason. Averaging what he's averaging and only having 3 touchdowns too. It's not even like that touchdown dependent in 4 weeks. 3 touchdowns in 4 weeks is very good, but not like some of these other starts. Like Justin Jefferson has 3 touchdowns on the season, while David Montgomery has 3 touchdowns in this game. So interesting stat. Jalen Hurts absolutely dots up Washington. Them having a close game in overtime helps, or maybe just a close game in general. Alvin Kamara returns, making our boy even more dangerous. T. Higgins, imagine if he panned out, your team would be even scarier. Javonte Williams goes down with an injury, so Phil a little beat up, but I mean, this core with just gaining Alvin Kamara just makes everything so much better. He even has people on the bench that I'd be interested in trading for. So yeah, there we go. Good win, Phil. I'm happy Brian lost. I'm always anti-champion, by the way, obviously besides me, but anyone who's won a championship, I'm pretty much gonna hate on a little. Especially if they're the defending champs. So very happy for a Brian loss there. Another fucking game won by the tip of his penis. Devin gets one here over Greg. Devin's win comes on the back of Kyron Williams just having a fucking another monster game. So Kyron, like, fantastic 2 touchdown game, 2 touchdown game. Kind of disappointing here, but then another great game. He's just he's gonna get most of the carries. He's gonna get the pass back work. Kyron is just great. Debo a little upsetting, but obviously you pull out the win, so not much else to be super upset about. Derrick Henry bounces back, has a great week. Jordan Love actually had a better Thursday night than I thought. I thought he struggled. You know, Etienne is someone I'm a little surprised about too, because this guy had no competition for rushes, so I thought with Tank Bigsby, and he should get all the pass work, and he's still getting like 2 out of 4 weeks below double digits. Yeah, it's interesting. Kansas City and Atlanta aren't great defenses either, so interesting stat. Uh, this Mahomes and Kelsey backing right off the jump or picks right in the first 2 rounds hasn't exactly panned out for Greg. He got the DJ Moore points. Najee getting 10 is honestly a plus for him. Tyler Bass, how did he score more than me? Man, this team doesn't even look that good. See, but what I'm telling you is that my defensive kicker put up 4. His defensive kicker put up like 21. So Greg puts up 86 on the week. When I'm like, how did this team put up 86? Ayuk obviously had a great game too, but interesting. Tough loss for Greg. Good win for good win for Devin, and he goes to 2-2. Mateo, who had been honestly very confident about his team. I think did he lose 1 or 2 in a row? I know he obviously lost this matchup. No, no, no. So he lost against Phil 2 weeks ago. Okay. I couldn't tell if it was in a row or not. So this loss to Vinny, though, was insanely surprising. This is why we should ignore projections. Vinny was not even projected. I don't think 97 would. I think he was lower than 97 in projections. Um, Back to our matchups here. A zing zing. Vinny benches Josh Jacobs, and I didn't want to mention that to him all week. I was like, that's a decision that he clearly made. Let's see how it pays out. I saw Vinny on Thursday night get only 10 points from Aaron Jones and Christian Watson. I'm like, dude, this is not looking good. His projections even took a harder hit. Now they're going to be like, projections were 100. ESPN always loves changing their shit. Um, I mean, look, Mateo was projected 116. Like, goddamn, this is why you always hate projections. Devon A. Chain, Justin Fields, Christian Watson comes back, gets a touchdown. Evan Ingram, 9.4 from tight end. That's just solid production. And that's pretty much all you needed. 97 gets the win here. Mateo's loss comes in the form of Olave having his first stinker. I think it was like one catch for 4 yards. It's just not an Olave kind of game. Targeted 6 times, so just kind of a tough one. Musgrave, obviously. Tyreek had his first bad game. Zach Moss goes back to being a backup. Oh, he got Ramondre, so he's fine. All right, it's a tough loss for Mateo, but Mateo's going to be fine going forward. You wonder what Trevor Lawrence is right now. I have him in another league, and like Trevor Lawrence, they should be doing so much better. But we digress. He got 18 and a half points in our league because I forgot we changed scoring. I was like, how did he get 18 here? Yeah, that's how. Tough win for Vinny. Let's go. 2-2 teams, both of them. Josh gets his third straight L. Josh beat me week 1 and has kind of struggled since. And honestly, it's not fully his fault either. I think he's had just some tough matchups. Everyone's having great weeks against him. Speaking of great weeks, fucking Christian McCaffrey. Josh said like career weeks. I think McCaffrey. Oh yeah, yeah, 4 touchdowns is a fucking anomaly, huh? But I mean, like, look at the production. McCaffrey's just looked this good all season. The touchdowns especially came this game, but McCaffrey has just been everything Finn could have wanted. Um, Lamar Jackson comes back into the lineup and does wonders. A 30 piece. Actually, only looked bad week 1. Is Houston's defense better than everyone anticipated? Joe Mixon kind of slow. Mike Evans finally comes down to earth, but then he gets the Cole Kmet start. Like, fucking excuse me? Actually, did I wanted to see what Dalvin Cook's work was there. I haven't seen him in fucking forever. Yeah, nothing really on the bench, so it's just a great start. Goes to Raheem Mostert again. It really doesn't fucking matter when your tight end puts up 24, McCaffrey puts up 45, Lamar 30. Wait, now that I actually think about it, what is it? 55 plus 45. Yeah, dude, those 3 players are just like in the insane percentage of the points. You have bad defense kickers. I keep bringing up defense kicker. It clearly did not matter. These guys also struggle with defense kicker, and I just don't have the McCaffrey to put up 45, so that's insane. Tough loss for Josh. It's another matchup that's a close one. It was close all the way. Addison putting up his fucking goose egg is probably one of the main reasons. Actually, see, he loses by 21, so like he doesn't have the points, even with a straight up swap with Kirk. He gets the win if he starts Richardson over Tua. But I mean, you're not gonna do that though. Oh, maybe against Buffalo. See, it's tough. Fantasy is just hard. He gets Pickens for Godwin, and Pickens sucks. Hey Josh, you should watch these videos. Don't trade with that fucker Mark. He's never looking out for you. Like literally never. Never. Like, yeah, you could maybe get swayed, or maybe he made a good point or something. But if he's sending a player to you, it's because he sucks. George Pickens, not a bad player. Fantasy wise, he sucks. He's getting like 7 targets from not even Kenny Pickett anymore. It's going to be worse because Kenny Pickett's hurt. Kenny Pickett might come back. Josh is going to get Saquon back, which is good, but I mean, Josh is going to need a turnaround. It's still really early in the season. Just 3 straight losses is nothing you want to see ever. Last but not least, we have Mark versus Austin. Austin cannot beat Mark, and Mark cannot lose in week 4 apparently. Mark gets a win here. Puka Mania might finally die. with Cooper Cup coming back. So hopefully that does happen because he needs to feel more ramifications of Garrett Wilson sucking. He took Garrett Wilson in the second round, and although not completely upsetting people, it took 14 targets there for this man to get 60 yards. Like, he needs to feel this pain. He needs to. Bijan looks awesome. Probably one of my favorite players to watch, like every Sunday, is Bijan Robinson. That guy is fucking insane. Now, here's a funny thing. I also had a conversation with Austin about a trade where I would acquire Jahmyr Gibbs, and like Tank Dell. I forgot for who, but yeah, thank God I didn't do that trade because none of these guys did well this week. I still would have won against Tony, but thank God I didn't do this trade. I was trying to get Herbert, Gibbs, and Dell. I'm pretty sure. And I was gonna give him Cooper, but Austin tends to struggle in the beginning of the season. He'll be fine later. He has some points on the bench here that he could look forward to in these next couple weeks. So overall, not a bad play from Austin. 90, not a complete slouch performance. It's just like Tony Pollard. Why he had his first dud? He only had 11 carries. That's so interesting. Oh, they blew him out, but they're the running back. He's a running back. If you're in a blowout, running backs. Okay, whatever. Good one from Mark. Mark the Puka Show. Uh, Bijan looked good. Damian, like everyone else looks. You're always happy with double digits. Like Madison, Damian, and Bijan, you're happy with. Garrett, you're happy with. Um, but I was like, how did he put up 134? The kicker and defense, they put up fucking 40. It's huge. It matters the most getting those motherfuckers. All right, good win from Mark. Actually, I'm just gonna share this part right now. The trades with Josh are horseshit. All of them. Y'all know what y'all do. Y'all are fucking losers for it. But, I'm not going to stop it. He's a grown man. He's allowed to do it. I'm not previewing shit with me and Mark because I took my players out. I don't care. Let's just go check what me and Mark's head to head is, though. I think I've done better in recent years. He had the jump on me early. Yeah. Okay, so look. Don't get confused. The record is 5-7. 5-5 in the regular season. He has year 1 and year 2 playoff wins against me, if I remember correctly. That was year 1. Is this year 2? Should I just play you twice for those 2 years? Oh no, did I didn't. I guess I didn't play him year 2. It must have been year 3. Interesting. But I've won 4 or 5. That makes me feel a lot better. Our last Our last 5 matchups have been regular season ones, and I've won 4 or 5. I love to see that. Um, our average score is starting to get a lot closer. I give the edge to me. I know I have a bye week, but I think I could get that dub. Next matchup, Phil versus Greg. Anyone on their benches, because motherfuckers always forget to put their people in. I guess they don't. It's fucking Tuesday. But, oh, you made a switch. Projections are... How is his team averaging 133? God damn. Projected 119. God damn. Yeah, wow. So Phil came back with a fucking vengeance. God damn. How are these motherfuckers projected 119? Like, wow. Truly. The head to head. Let's see how this goes. 4-4. With Greg winning 3 straight. This matchup will break the deadlock. I just don't like Greg's team, so I'm gonna give the edge to Phil, but we'll see. Moving on, Vinny versus Brian. Vinny gets a win, scoring 97 last week, while Brian gets a loss, scoring 133 last week. Vinny and I projected a lot, but he also hasn't put in like Cooper Cup or anything. Yeah, he hasn't put in Cooper Cup. He hasn't put in Josh Jacobs, so projections aren't anything yet. Brian, not a. I don't love Brian's team. Like we have the heavy hitters, Josh Allen, James Conner, DeAndre Swift have seemed solid. Devonta Smith, but like Jacoby Myers, Zach Ertz, Terry McLaurin, that one you're really super scared of. Eckler missed again. Oh, and now he's got fucking bye week central. Interesting. Oh, I'm gonna give the edge to Vinny here. What's their head head? I have never, for some reason, in my head, I've like never seen this matchup, but apparently I have 6 times, and Vinny has the edge. Brian won the last matchup, but before that, Vinny won 3 straight. The last matchup had some good stats, some good stats. Oh, Brian won by fucking .8. Wow. So apparently this matchup is going to be a good game. They've had good games before. Let's see if that continues. Yeah. Vinny gets those new guys in, and I think his projection is going to be up there, and Vinny will be scary. Next, it's going to be a good matchup. A little Mateo Devin action. I don't know what their head-to-head looks like. I am very curious. The edge goes to Devin because he has a playoff victory over him. Week 16, 2021. This man, Mateo, in the playoffs. But regular season tied up. Mateo averages more. Devin won apparently the last regular season match. Interesting. Yeah. Close matchup. They've had very close matchups in the past. Jesus. Devin won one by .1. Yeah, these have been good games. This is going to be another good one. How do projections have the boys sitting? 102 for Mateo, for Devin, 110 for Mateo, but he was just projected 116 to put up 88. So projections are weird. He's got Jalen Warren in because do we have bye weeks? We do. Kenneth Walker, Joshua Palmer. Okay, so Warren's getting in. Kyle Pitts, the bane of everyone's existence. And he's going CJ Stroud. I like that. It's gonna be a tough one to give an edge to anyone here. But I probably give the edge to Devin. Because Devin seems relatively like present. The only person he's missing on bye is Joshua Palmer. He's gonna put Freiermuth probably on the IR once that designation hits. Okay, we're just straight up not updated here yet. Finn versus Tony. How are these guys head to head? Tony, Finn. 5-4 all time. Tony taking the last 2 to get the edge. Finn had the edge years ago. Finn is having some bye weeks. So is these are big bye weeks. Metcalf, Evans, and Moore, while Tony has Allen, Watson, and Quentin Johnston. That is so interesting. Does Jonathan Taylor plan to play this week? We'll resume practice with Team Wednesday. He's got to take Ty Chandler out. He will be without Keenan Allen. But then, like, here's the thing. Let me show the bench. Like, Finn is without Metcalf and Evans. So he's going to have to put in Hopkins and KJ Osborne. That is just not very good. That's just not very good at all. So, he's gonna put in Waddle, maybe get Jonathan Taylor here. I'm gonna give the edge to Tony. Now that might be a fucking cold take because obviously Finn is hot in these streets, but I think Tony has a shot in this matchup. Last but not least, we have Austin v. Josh. Josh trying to break the skid. Austin with the same record. Someone will be down in the dumps after this matchup. Josh has won the last one. Josh has won 3 of 4. So he's gone back into it, into their head to head. No Herb. So who is the backup quarterback? Goff. Not bad. Okay, I'm okay with running Goff. Who else are we missing? No one. Okay, so he's just missing a quarterback. You put in Goff 16, you'll be projected 98. Why projected so low? Wow, we're missing 3 people from Josh's lineup. Backup running back. Not backup. RB2. Does he have? He's just his Hill on the bench. So he's losing the bye week. He's only losing one running back, so I think Justice Hill maybe gets in there, maybe puts in a sub. That's just so ugly. It's very ugly. Saquon comes back for him actually, so that would be huge. I'm gonna give the edge to Josh here. I just think he will be getting Saquon back. He's gonna be putting in Kirk, probably Anthony Richardson, possibly over Tua. Yeah, I'll give the edge to Josh. That's all I really have for the week recap. Here are the standings. The standings are as follows. Again, 3-3-1 teams, and 6-2-2 teams. So 9 people are 500 or better in this league. That seems to be fucking insane because no one is winless either. So I like this league. I like the parity, and I will see you boys next week. Hopefully, I have a win against Mark under my under my belt. All right, boys. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.